Hello, lovely people of God. Welcome to Doreen's Gospel Wednesday. And today, we are starting a topic titled Honor. Honor is a divine principle in the Bible, okay? But in the Bible, it wasn't only related to being respected, okay? But it's the ability to discern and know that this is the hand of God upon a person's life and accord him with them. In the Bible, we saw a lot of people that were honored, but they didn't even know that they had that honor upon their life. In our basic life, sometimes men of God that are starting life, sometimes people don't see what is in them. But as time goes on and God honors them, people get to know that indeed the hand of the Lord is upon this man. And the Bible, when we look at David, when we read 1 Samuel chapter 16, okay, God told Prophet Samuel, how long would you mourn for Saul? And he said that I am sending you to Jesse, a Bethlehemite. Go to him, and I have provided a king among his sons. And God told Samuel to fill his horn with oil and go and anoint the king among Jesse's children. And then when Prophet Samuel went, when he saw Eliab, he said that this is the anointed one. God said no. He saw Shammah, he said, what about this one? He said, God said no. And then Jesse brought all his 7 children, sons, so that at least they can be blessed. And then Prophet Samuel said, none of them. He said, are all these your children? He said, there's one, the youngest, keeping the sheep. And Prophet Samuel said, go and call him. And we are not sitting down until he comes. And when he came, Prophet Samuel said, this is the chosen one. And he anointed him and blessed him. What am I trying to say? David never knew that he carried much honor upon his life. At all these while, looking after the sheep, God had plans for him. Yeah, he might be nobody in the sight of his spirit because even his father didn't believe in him. But God has destined something more than he ever imagined. God honored him and he became a king at a younger age. Sometimes the honor God has put in on our life is not sin until the appointed time. The Bible makes us understand that at the appointed time, I, the Lord, will make it happen. So until that time is due, people might not see the honor God has put on your life. You'll be through rejection and all sort of ordinary routines, but God has a plan for you. Just be faithful to that plan and God will honor you at the appointed time. When you look at the story of Joseph, a man with a lot of dreams, but after all these and what went on, he was betrayed by his own brothers, went to slavery and ended up in the prison as a result of a woman not being able to be disciplined enough to control his sexual desires. But after all these that he went through, God put something in him. He carried a purpose of honor. And at the appointed time, Pharaoh in Genesis 41 verse 41 to 47 thereabouts, Pharaoh said that I have made you my right hand man. You are now in charge of Egypt. And from prison to being the prime minister in just a day. If God told him that this is what it was going to be, he would have not believed it. But all things work together for our good. And at the end, God's honor prevailed. People saw the greatness he carried, and people came from far and near to his rising. When we look at the story of Mary, a woman who knew no man, when we read Luke chapter 1 verse 26 thereabout, when the angel of the Lord appeared to him in the 7th month, he said that you are blessed, rejoice because you are blessed among women. Because she was a pure virgin. And then the angel said that you are going to carry the greater one, who will be the Son of God. But Mary said, I know no man. He said that the Holy Spirit will overshadow you and his power will come upon you. And you shall conceive a son, and his name shall be called Jesus. With this particular story, I conducted a survey. And after the survey, I realized that in this dispensation, if such a thing should happen again, our men will definitely run away from us because they don't even know the voice of God. How would you be able to tell them that this is what happened and God is telling you this? They are definitely going to run away. So I can imagine Mary carrying all this greatness, and with the complying of Joseph, everything went well. Mary didn't know that he carried the Messiah of the whole world. If she knew, she would have maybe comported herself in a certain way. But sometimes the honor of God upon our life comes through rejections, some harsh conditions that sometimes we ask ourselves, God, am I cursed? But that is not the case. It's because you are carrying something greater. That all things, you have to go through all the crooked paths to get to that destination God has predestined for you. My beloved, today, if you're going through all trials and all everything that you can't sometimes fathom, God is telling you that He has honored you with greatness. As a woman sometimes gets cryptic pregnancy, it might be hidden for a while because you might not show some symptoms. That is how the greatness and the honor of God upon your life is. He has put some greatness into your life, that just be faithful, walk in obedience, comply to His rules and regulations, and I believe that at the appointed time, everything will work together for our good. Ecclesiastes makes us understand was there's time and season for everything under the sun. So maybe it's not your season yet, but I know that in due time your season is coming, and then God is going to honor you, and people will hear of you. Stay blessed and have a nice day. Bye.